The inverse of what we just had for the past 4 or 5 days. Cloudiness, the gloomy skies, the rain. Yeah, none of that for your 7-day forecast. It's wall-to-wall sunshine. That is your circulation just north of Leopold. So let's zoom in a little bit, see what we can dig up. Branchville. Safe spot right now. Need to be in your basement if you are in Branchville. Oriole, same goes for you. Northeast of the city of Paulding, a little west of Junction. I'm on State Road 111. This is the Emerald Dairy Farm where they sustained damage with those early morning storms. You can see that over my shoulder. Now, really, it was confined to the dairy barns here, but it was fairly significant.
It's all for a good cause. They're going to try to get me. We'll see who does it first. The water's a little cold, but it's not too bad. Come on, you guys can hit it.
The dash cam video from the highway patrolman captured the tornado as it was coming out of the industrial complex, moving to the northeast, and the cameras kept rolling as he watched it cross here at Dutch John Road when it was at near its widest point. The areas you're seeing shaded in pink, that is your freezing rain and sleet mix. So that's something we'll be watching. This shouldn't be lasting very long. It should be light if it occurs. So I'm not anticipating sleet accumulation, but that could still cause some slick areas on the roadways for your Thursday morning commute. This is moving at 25 miles per hour, so not the fastest mover by any means. In fact, we don't really have very many communities in line with this one. I know these are some fairly rural areas. I think the old airport is out in line of this thunderstorm as well. We're talking partly cloudy conditions, maybe a little bit more than partly cloudy if you're out at some games in the bluegrass. 71 for first quarter, halftime temperature of 69 and 68 as you are headed home, hopefully as your team is going to be storing away a victory. 44 degrees with rain coming down at that time. Temperatures will actually be rising overnight on their ways to the 50s for the following day. I'll have that complete New Year's forecast for you coming up.
Meanwhile, back here at home, clear skies out there this Halloween night. Perfect night to go trick-or-treating. I know meteorologist Caleb Chevalier and I were talking. Great night. Do you remember trick-or-treating?
I do. It would have been, I wish we had, when I was growing up, we did get some weather like this, which was fantastic. I think Snoopy was my favorite costume growing up. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. Linus probably would have been out in the pumpkin patch on a night like this. 50 degrees with clear skies, south-southwest winds at 6 miles per hour. It is a wonderful way to wrap up Halloween and a whole lot better than last year's when it was like 30-something and the winds had a wind chill in the 20s, I believe. So a whole lot better this time around. There is plenty more sun where this came from. We had a lot today, and there's going to be more throughout the next 6 to 7 days, but we do have a freeze on the way, potential for a hard freeze on Monday morning. But after that, things are definitely going to be looking up. We're definitely having a warming trend working its way back into the area. So let's fast forward a little bit. This is Monday morning. The lows that we could be seeing there, generally 28 degrees are being forecasted across the tri-state for that morning, and that is hard freeze criteria. So it's definitely going to kill some plants if you don't leave them attended or at least bring them inside, and that is why the National Weather Service has issued a freeze watch for most of the tri-state, excluding our counties along US 50. So again, if you have that sensitive vegetation, cover them up or bring them indoors, because otherwise that's going to be a killing freeze and will bring an end to the growing season here in our region. Just a few clouds tonight. They did kind of cover up that full moon for a little while, but hopefully you got a good glimpse of it. Overnight, going into, say, 3 or 4 this morning, we've got a cold front sliding through. It's going to come through very quietly. Very little cloud cover associated with it, no rainfall, but behind that front, it's really going to be windy. So it's setting us up for a blustery day on Sunday. Check out how fast these streamlines are moving out of the northwest for tomorrow. 15 to 25 mile per hour winds with those gusts up to about 30 miles per hour. So definitely a breezy day, but those winds really going to let up going into late Sunday night into early Monday morning with clear skies. Well, you put those two things together along with falling temperatures, and that's how you get a freeze going on. Especially if we drop to 28 degrees here, it's going to be cold, and that will certainly put off a hard freeze for the area. But Monday, well, starts to get a little breezy again, but as you'll notice here on Futurecast, we have barely showed any cloud cover. There's going to be all kinds of sunshine for the next several days, so make the most of it. It's going to be definitely looking good. Getting windy overnight. Those winds are already starting to pick up. And be sure to turn your clocks back 1 hour as daylight saving time comes to an end. We go into Central Standard Time. So again, make sure you do that before you go to bed. Winds southwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow, it's going to be a little bit cool behind that front, 50 degrees and certainly windy. But other than that, very beautiful. We might be able to enjoy some of these scenes like what we have here seen from our drone shots near Huntingburg. Monday, 51. So not the warm warmest of days. It'll be below average, but that sunshine is going to continue. And check out the rest of that 7-day forecast. If you want sun, you got it. There it is. 60 degrees on Election Day, a great day to get out and vote. Good temperatures, slowly warming through the week. Hey, we're back to the mid-60s come Thursday, and maybe even the upper 60s make a return on Friday with a high of 68.